Good. So pre-market, we're starting to get some starting to get some news, huh? Some news about the Strait of Hormuz. I think seems like the type of day a random Trump tweet's about to come out of nowhere, huh? I'm doing all right, Kenji. Hopefully we will have some decent opportunities this week. Last week was kind of rough. We had a lot of consolidation, especially during the AM session for New York. Says Trump says he will soon bomb Oman as soon as the country gets in the way of the US blockade of Iranian ships in the Strait of Hormuz. Quote, if Oman gets in the way, we'll bomb the shit out of them, unquote. Brother. Bro, if we can't... Do you think about it? Like, if we can't handle this and the way that we're handling it is not going well, imagine what happens when we have to deal with something more serious. You know what I mean? So I think today might be a little interesting. I'm probably gonna start out maybe on some evals because I had evals on Friday. I couldn't really trade. And today seems like the type of day where we'll be in the middle of a session, out of nowhere we're gonna get like we might just get like a random tweet, you know? But the first area that's really important to me this morning is definitely around this 30,200 area. And what happens around here shortly after the open, because we're probably going to open around it. Because then, you know, we would end up filling the weekly opening gap, coming down into here. I would start being pretty careful about, or I'm paying close attention to what begins to happen around 30,100. Yeah, Trump is selling his True Social early access. Yeah, but 100 grand, it's a waste of money. Unless you were some quant firm that was gonna build an algo base, or you needed it for speed for your algorithm. But if you're just like a normal trader, you know, where we are reading information, interpreting information, and then trying to make decisions on information, you're not going to be fast enough to the point where it matters, honestly. What up, what up? Good morning, everybody. Dude, I went to Vegas this weekend. I got rinsed, bro. It was looking good for a second. We were doing all right. And then I got rinsed. Freaking Baccarat, bro. The MG at the mansion at the MGM starts getting dangerous at 4 a.m. in the morning. How about we just stick with trading? No, it was my friend's birthday though, so we were out there. It was fun. We were having a good time until yesterday. I guess yesterday at like 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning. Got rinsed. Do I use deep charts? Yes, I do. It's right there. What up, T Glicky? What up, everybody? We got an interesting morning ahead of us, I believe. NQ going all-time high. I don't know. I need to see what's gonna happen this morning. With all this straight to horror moves stuff. Full port to all-time lows. All-time lows. NQ to 0. Is that the is that deep dome? Looks pretty good. I haven't really I haven't really used deep dome yet. Dude, we also have this still. We still have this. Wait, where is it at? I still have this 250k Freedom Combine. It's just gonna take forever for me to to pass this thing unless I like focus on it at the opens, but I gotta I can't get distracted with it. Although to get that funded would be nice, dude. Having that 250k funded with Top Step. Yeah, you gotta size pretty heavy on them if you want to make any type of progress on it. Well, the thing is like we're kind of halfway through the month, And I got my, so far, this is like probably, for the funded accounts at least, probably like the second worst month of the year for me. So like, I do kind of have to focus on like I know I have that, I want to pass it, but I also got to focus on my funded accounts. So this is deep gamma. Let me take a look. Interesting. Copy trade all of them. I might have to. All right, since everybody's in here, this is what I'm looking at this morning. We got 3 minutes till the open. If we open up, I'm watching what we're gonna do around 200. If we lose 200 and buyers fail to basically get back above 200 after we start filling the new week opening gap, we're probably coming down towards 30,100. If we push up, I'm watching around 30,300 area. Acceptance above that will have us continue to the upside, but I need to be careful about how the open is going to react to what's currently going on pre-market. And then, you know, to be completely honest, I would not be surprised if we're in the middle of the opening, like the first 30 minutes, and then some Trump tweet comes out about some response to what Iran just said about going fully offensive. So that can probably cause a nasty candle. So we'll see what happens. Are you guys not able to hear me? Okay. Cool. Can we copy your trade? I recommend you don't, but especially if you're watching me on YouTube. Not financial advice. This is just purely entertainment and educational. Not financial advice, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Taz. Exactly. All right, let's see what we do here this morning. Not really too convinced in this pump up yet. This may just be the wick to the upside before we start slamming lower. But if we are going to push up, we got to start paying attention to what happens if we start getting towards the 300s. But I'd actually be kind of surprised if we just open up and just start pumping and get past 300 and keep pumping. I'm going to test out a short right here. I want to see what happens as we start approaching 200 here. If we can get below 200, we should be good for a little bit further down, at least into the gap, but we just need to get past the 200s. It's pretty nasty though. We came down into 30,200 and then we just bounced right back off of it again. Alright, so we're making another attempt right now to get past 200. We want to see this one be successful. It's going to be a decent close on the 5 minute here if we close down here. We just don't want to see us get back above 230, 240. But we're holding the 200 pretty well, actually. The second, I will say though, the second failure to get past 200 is not a good sign, but we're gonna get past it this time. We're getting a little bit of selling. The moment we start breaking lower on here, I'm in on this on my funded account right now. Also my live account. I'm gonna move the live account to break even. We're now approaching the gap. I'm tightening the stop loss on the funded to above buyer failure. This is my live account. This is the funded account. Funded account, I'm gonna move it to break even. It was a lower entry, so once we start getting into this weekly opening gap, full TPs, I'm gonna start trailing it pretty tight once we start approaching 30,100. Alright, so I'm gonna move this to break even. We're up about 50 points right now. We'll see if it can continue. We want to see us stay below the 200 though, right now. We don't want to get back above 200. I'm not muted. I'm just not saying anything right now because I'm just paying attention. Trying to see if we're gonna stay below. We're seeing buyers try and reclaim 200 right now. I'm trying to see if we're gonna stay below it. Otherwise, if we pop back up, then here we go. So at this point, we might just have to sit out of this until we get out of this area. So funded account is out at break even. My live account's still in, but it's probably gonna hit the break even right now. It was looking pretty good for a moment. We were like 50 points in profit. We were looking for us to continue a little bit further. I was gonna trail stop a little bit tighter. So we'll see if the live account can hang in there, but if it can't, then we'll just wait until we get out of this. We'll take the 2 break evens, and then we'll wait till we get out of this chop, because I have a feeling this is about a chop if it's gonna do this. All right, so we hit break even on both. So we went short, went about 50 points in profit, and then just came back to break even. It was a decent attempt though. I think if we would have held below and we would have kept some momentum, probably could have caught like 100 points on that one. It's still looking good for lower. It's just probably not gonna re-enter that though. At least not. I might if it looks good, depending on how this 5 minutes gonna close, because we're still watching 200. Should probably just leave this here. We're still watching 200. I probably won't retake that on a funded account or my live account, but I do have some evals I gotta work on. I might try it again if it makes sense to. I just want to make sure I don't end up trading chop, you know what I mean? Sorry if I'm not answering your guys' questions. If you guys are asking them, I'm just trying to focus for a second. All right, this area is gonna turn into a don't touch it area for me. And then I'm probably gonna wait to see what the 4-hour does when it opens up, if we can start going somewhere. All right. Well, I'll wait for us to get out of here. Let me see what you guys are saying. What lot size do you use? I mean, it depends. It's dynamic based off of the amount of contracts you use well, the amount of contracts that I use changes based off of stop distance. And then also based off of available drawdown too. Order flow, observe, not predicting. Correct. We may be pinning this 200 strike. Yeah. I mean, so far we're just kind of stuck in here. And I'm not really convinced on longs until we actually get above 300. I would do better with a 4K huge OLED monitor. Man, I got like 5 screens, bro. It's never enough screens. Yeah, Asia session is moving better than New York recently. Asia session do. Looks like it's whatever. Oh yeah, it's kind of whatever. Also, later today, we'll probably give away some accounts. So, if you want to YouTube chat. There's like 300 of you in there. If you guys want to win a free account, all you gotta do is just join the Discord. It's free. And then when we run the giveaway, you'll be there. You can win it. You just gotta be in the call. That's it. And if you don't know how to join the Discord, yeah, I do give away accounts every single day. Because I'm just such a generous, handsome, charming guy, you know? The prop firm Robin Hood. How do you journal? I honestly, I haven't really been journaling as much recently. But when I do journal, I use TradeSync. TraderSync. I think that's the best one because it's the most customizable. So like if I'm trying to find specific data points on my trades, right? Like after you get a large sample size, you can add like all these different tags and stuff. So I tried TradeZilla. I'm not a huge fan of it, to be honest. The link to the Discord's in the description. The most goated trading journal. Yeah, it is. Honestly, it's great, dude. TraderSync. That's what I used to try and figure out what the hell was going on. Although I should still be doing it pretty. I should be doing that every day. I just got lazy recently. Which is not good. But I just have like all these different accounts, you know. Sometimes it's a pain in the ass. But it's necessary, to be honest. Do I use a trade copier only across fundeds? Usually. Sometimes I do it on evals, but it depends. Like if it's Apex evals, I'll copy trade those. Or like if I have a bunch of evals, I'll copy trade them. But usually just to make sure that I don't just destroy my pass rate, I'll usually trade them one at a time. How much does a task cost monthly? I don't know. Like, I have the ultra plan, but I got grandfathered in because I've been using them for years. So I think I pay like $80 a month or something. Have I tried the built-in copy trader from ATAS? Yes, I have. It's pretty good. But it just requires that you connect all of your accounts to ATAS. Dude, what a bummer, dude. I hope this is I hope this is not gonna be what it's like all week, dude. Four hours gonna open up pretty soon. We've been stuck in a 100-point range for 30 minutes. Yes, it is OPEX week. That is correct. Sometimes the algo, yeah. Sometimes Enigma needs to just like consolidate a little bit, huh? It's a joke if anyone thinks I actually believe that. Yeah, I use ATAS-X. This is what this is right here. Just following the moon. Yeah, what's up with the moon indicator? Bro, moon indicator cooked. It's still up on my screen from Friday. That's so funny. The moon indicator, dude. Let's just drop everything else. No technicals. No fundamentals. Nothing. Just moon. I don't trade ES, bro. When I first started trading, I trade MES, but I trade NQ. Trade NQ. Sometimes I'll trade the metals like gold and silver, but not recently. Why not ES? I don't know. I just don't trade it. I just like NQ. I like our toxic relationship here with NQ. Do you take a larger position if you get 2 moons? I don't know. What happens to the moon? What happens to the moon strat for having an eclipse? What does that mean? Do we size up? Nano contracts coming out next week. Nano contracts will be dope if you want to like flip a small live account. I think that'll be cool. Because then at that point, with a nano contract, like you could throw $500 in a live account, and then if you really wanted to try and grow it. It's a little difficult with micros to flip a $500 account unless you're starting out by only trading Asia. But it would be good to learn on. Although there's no point in using them on prop firms. You'd just be wasting your time. But if you wanted to have a little small, live account, that'd probably be pretty helpful. Damn. We hit 15,000 subscribers. That's crazy. Yeah, single stock futures, I don't know whether or not they're ever gonna get a lot of volume to be honest. Do I trade prop firms in my live account at the same time? Yeah, that's what I did this morning when I tried going short. I entered on my live account and on my funded account. Should we just trade the Freedom Combine? Get some freedom going? Do I have a payout target this year? Well, dude, honestly, like this year started off pretty well, and then I kind of like June didn't go so well. This month's not going that well. I mean, we're still, we should realistically have more payouts, but it's just tough. Like this with in this type of price action, I don't really have control over this, like I could choose whether or not I want to participate in this, but it's like I would rather not. Although if we're gonna continue to do this type of stuff, right, then I just have to start focusing a little bit more on the overnight. Because last week we basically did stuff just like this all week except for the one day that we ran past, the monthly ceiling. That was it. So then it just results in a bunch of days like this where like I hit a break even, realized we're chopping, and then I just sit here. But I'm hoping we're gonna break out of this area pretty soon though. Mr. Q, you didn't answer the question that I asked, bro. You broke my heart. What did you ask? My bad, bro. I'm over here. I'm trying to watch what's happening. I'm trying to trade. What'd you say? Do I have a bullish bias for the day? No. No, sir. We tried one short. We're seeing if we're going to break below it here. And if we stay below, then I think we're coming down towards 30,100. But I just don't want to short range lows until we start accepting past it. Otherwise, you're just going to end up shorting. You're going to bottom tick shorts. Right back up in the range. If you try to short that thinking we were about to break out lower, rest in peace. Do I have a discount code for Lucid? Why? Oh, it's funny that you ask. Yeah, it's this. Eddie, can you send it to him? Dude, I can feel the rage of other traders that try to do that right there. It's a bummer. That's why you don't short when we're arranging like this. And this is obvious, we're holding this, right? That's why it's not a good idea to try and chase that breakout. Bro, what is this guy doing? Bro, do you even trade, bro? Or are you just sitting here and just make ChatGPT photos all day? No, that's funny, dude. I like when you send these in the chat. It cracks me up. What platform do I use? I use ATAS, Deep Charts, TradingView. Yeah, YouTube didn't see that photo. Sitting here just waiting. I think we're eventually gonna get out of here this morning. Hopefully. I have a feeling if I just call it a day early right now and I just say, you know what, I'm not gonna trade this, you guys, and I get off stream, we're gonna start moving around. So I'm gonna try and sit through this for a second. Did I take anything? Yeah, I took shorts. I went short around here. It went like 50 points into profit and then came back to my break even. Just get off so we can get the moves. I know. I am the indicator. On the days that we chop and I get off stream, it's just they're like, all right, the market maker, the singular market maker out there that runs the market, the algorithm enigma, knows. It's watching me. Nah. I think it's just a time thing. As we start approaching lunch hours, we may move out of here. The fair value gap enigma. You guys, you guys see what ICT posted on Friday? ICT says, I'm going to prove them it is rigged and will take offense to my positions, which may scoff at the notion. I post my stop location, immediately it executes, and I prove my point yet again. They won't allow me to sit out here and deliver the market to your wanting hands. I have to be broad in my posts, yet specific enough to see it pan out. It is a task managing how to stay as close as I can and still not see them run entirely over me. Chill, brother. You know what? That happened to me too. I agree. They saw. I don't know who they is, but they saw me. They saw me go short here and they said, not today. Because they don't want me to deliver to your guys' wanting hands. Dude, when I read that on Friday, I was cracking up. Love that guy. Just turn your screen off so the market makers can't see. Let's fake them out. Let's fake them out now. Maybe start crying and it'll go up. The difference between ATAS and deep charts? Well, they're two different platforms. ATAS is pretty customizable. Deep charts is also pretty customizable. They're just kind of different. I have both of them though. I do like executing trades on, executing trades on deep charts. Yeah, when you have ATAS, it does come with the heat map. It just comes with it. Look, I'll show you. Oh, whoops. It's pretty good. They also have it where you can do, where's the settings on this thing? Oh, they got 3D mode. It's kind of cool. I don't really use this one though. I just look at this, right? Because this is the heat map right here. It's the old heat map, their old heat map. I'm mainly watching this indicator, which is Dom expresses levels. A never flat team building retreat to Miami. Miami. Where we can take pictures on the balcony and start posting motivational quotes looking over the port. Post that again in your band, Tuli. So fried, bro. That's when I was like 17 years old. I don't know who that is actually. Alright, this is pretty lame. Should we sit? What do you guys think? Should we sit here and wait for this to break out when we don't know when this is gonna end? This can be all morning. Or should we just do a giveaway? Give it 20 minutes. We're so close. Alright, let's see. Remember Friday? Yeah, Friday we were rotating and I said if we lose 140, we're dropping. We lost 140 and a super clean short came out and I just was like not here to take advantage of it. Well, I'm just seeing right now if we're going to actually hold below here and start accepting outside this range to the downside, and then we could potentially look for continuation shorts to target 30,100. I'm just worried though that like when we do get out of here, right, we just kind of do it immediately and don't really offer an entry. That's probably it's a likely scenario for that to happen, for us to just like be struggling here and then next thing you know we just break in a 5-minute candle, just runs the whole thing. Develop a strategy for this market condition. Well, I mean, if you really want to, right? Like you could scalp a range, but my strategy for this market condition is to not trade it. Develop something right now. All right. What phase is the moon in? And then every every fourth candle in numerology based off of viewers on the live stream, we take the number, we wait that many candles. That's the new strat. Or how about this? The new strat is this. Draw a bunch of lines on our screen. One of them are bound to have a reaction off of it. You throw enough lines on the screen, one of them is going to work. Trend lines? Yeah, you're right. You know what? Let's see what Tory Trades has cooking right now. What are we looking at here? Mmm. 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 Not enough trend lines. How about a 15-second fair value gap? We missed it. All right. Have Claude started created a new trading strategy? Yeah, we're gonna one-shot it. Claude, make me a strategy that wins 80% of the time with a 2R. Don't make any mistakes. $10R, yeah. 80% win rate, $10R. Don't make any mistakes. Dude, this is terrible this morning. Why, NQ? Why? What's up, Arun? Yeah, live charts would be interesting than just whiteboards. Well, they asked me to do it on a whiteboard. I live stream every day though. Yeah, I mean, you could technically, like, we could try and play this, fade the edge of this range right now, back towards the middle of it. But I don't want to do it. Looks pretty good though. But I'm gonna pass on it. I'm definitely not gonna trade my funded or my any of my fundeds or my live accounts. I got like two sub live accounts, two sub accounts. I'm not gonna trade either of them. Probably trade at eval if I do trade. Not a mean reverting fan. I am. I like taking mean reversion trades, but I would rather fade it in the direction that I think it's more likely that we go. So like if we were to, I would be more inclined to try and revert it from the top down rather than bottom up. Do I believe the traders who make 50 to 80K a day? I mean, it depends. Is that like, do people do that? Absolutely. There are people who definitely make 50 to 80 grand a day trading. Is that common? No. Not for people you're gonna find on YouTube, I'll tell you that. Is it possible? Absolutely. Do I watch ES on a side chart? No, I don't. Is there a reason why you don't have more funded accounts right now? Yeah, I did have like 12 funded accounts at the beginning of this month, and um, got my ass handed to me at the beginning of that. This month has been pretty rough for me, but it is what it is. I just gotta turn it around. Although my live accounts have been all right, but it's also because I've been majority of the time on my live accounts I've been trading Asia session this month. But the funded accounts I've been trying to trade New York. A couple of them died. The army's getting thin. We're gonna have to build our army back up. Did you have a mentor? Sorta. There's this mentor. There's actually two mentors that I had. The first one, his name is YouTube. Taught me a lot of good stuff. Taught me some bad stuff too, but YouTube was a good mentor. And then the second mentor I had that was really good too was Pain. Pain and Experience. That was my second mentor. Here, is that better? Is the mic better for YouTube now? No, there's been some really great traders that I've met along the way who, you know, give good advice. Although the only thing is though is you got to be careful about who you take advice from, right? Because I mean, we have to understand that majority of the people that we meet that trade are usually like losing traders, so like a lot of like let's say you go and join a Discord community and then you got two guys telling each other what to do, but neither of them are profitable. So then it's just like the blind leading the blind, and they start arguing over what's right and what's wrong. It's like, both of you guys are losing traders. What are you talking about? So you gotta be careful. But dude, there's great traders out there, and a lot of them have no social media presence whatsoever. You know what I mean? You find them. Like there's a handful of traders in our Discord who are just, you guys would not know, but they are beasts at trading. But they stay pretty low key. Which is the right way to do it, honestly. Thanks for the compliments, Max. No, not that guy. That guy's unprofitable. Don't listen to that guy. Yeah, dude, there's great traders in the space that make content. You know, there are, and there's a lot of great traders in these communities who are pretty low key, but they give out information and guidance. But just know that, you know, majority of traders are struggling as well, like, you know. So you got to be careful. It's not the blind leading the blind. What do I think about Patrick Nil? He's dope, dude. What is he, like 15-time world champ or something? No, there's a lot of great traders out there. Also in the order flow space, there's a lot of great traders. Damn, we got like 400 people in here today on such a boring day, and you guys are still staying around. Wow. What do I think about Fabio? Fabio's dope. Where's the Robbins Cup trophy? Dude, they haven't called me yet. They're still auditing the results. Yeah, the guys from World Class Edge are dope. Trading Markets says he traded 15 years in the top bank's prop desks, and he assures us that we never used order flow tools. Okay. Cool. Dope. You know what you also said, Trading Markets? You also said go short right here. Did you learn that at the prop desk that you traded at for 15 years too? I'm just messing with you, dude. I'm just messing. Please don't take. Please, I'm joking. Please don't take that the wrong way. But yeah, I mean, if you're saying trading markets that you don't need order flow, I agree. You don't need it. I just like looking at it. I like interpreting information this way, and if I can do that, and I can make a little bit of money in these markets, then that's just it is what it's just what I do. You know, I understand there's plenty of different ways to trade, and majority of institutions they're not sitting here using technical analysis like that. A lot of them are really using fundamentals a lot of the time. Um, and then like technical analysis for like rarely, at least from what I heard from people that have traded, it's like you don't have like chief a chief technical analyst. You know what I mean? But yeah, sometimes when people ask me like, "Hey, do I need order flow to be profitable?" The answer is no, you don't. You don't. But do I like interpreting information this way? Yeah, my brain likes it. You know what's funny is one of the most successful traders that I've ever met. Um, he just trades. He uses MACD crossovers and RSI. He only takes like a couple trades a month, but he's a beast. Isn't there a strategy in going long from those huge absorption bubbles? Well, we're chopping. I'd rather just not even trade chop. All right. I think I should just come back tomorrow, or I'm gonna trade Asia session later. So if you guys are on the YouTube, there's like 330 of you right now. I'm gonna do a giveaway. So if you guys nothing wrong with RSI and MACD. Yeah, I know. I mean that's kind of what I mentioned. Like the point of me saying that is just that there's a million different ways to skin the cat. You know what I mean? I've met traders who trade all different types of ways. But what I was gonna say though, for the people that are sitting in the YouTube chat, I'm gonna give away an account. If you want to participate, I am gonna end the YouTube live stream, but I'm gonna stay in the Discord chat for a second. We're gonna give away an account. So if you want to join and you want to get a free account, then all you gotta do is just join a free community and just hop in the call. So we'll run the giveaway here in like 5 minutes. So if you want to join the Discord, just click the link in the description and then just join the WAP. It's free. We just hit 3,000 members today, actually, which is cool. Although sucks for the guys in the Discord, because the more people that join, your odds are getting worse at the giveaways. Sorry. All right, YouTube. I'll catch you tomorrow. I'll be on tomorrow. Peace.